Hi, this is Jim Sackman, and this is your Focal Point Business Coach, and this is another of our Success Friday videos. Again, talking about creating the future. And last week we talked about small plans, which derive from big rocks. So big rocks were those things which were the major elements of your new business. Small plans were the first year and subsequent year plans to implement those big rocks. And this week we're going to continue talking about small plans because I think this is a really important topic and is often overlooked in business planning in any kind of detailed level. So I'm going to go back to our broadband example eventually, but let's talk about this a little bit more. So we talked about top down matching bottom up, and by that it means that the executive summary, the way the executives need the business to evolve, the goals for the year need to be able to be matched by bottom up plans for individual items that sum up to the total of that plan. But there's more than that, because it also needs to be a stepping stone to next year. So if you think about it, if you're going to have a vision that's disconnected from your present, you're going to need to take a series of steps to get from point A to point B. Think of it as like lily pads on a pond. So you need to make sure that year one, when you land at the end of year one, that it sets you up to land at year two. So not only do these plans need to line up top to bottom, but they need to line up end to end with next year's plans. And the first year's plan of any one of these, like 5-year plans or 3-year plans, sets the tone for how you're going to get there or not. So if you miss the first year, you're probably not going to make the rest of it. And most important, you need both strategic and tactical clarity. And by that, I mean tactics is what you do with what you've got today to maximize today. And that's really important. But it's also really important that if you look at the end business that you've got tomorrow, that you're building it today. So that's both strategic clarity and tactical clarity. And when I always talk about the broadband stuff that we did at AFC, it was about the broadband, which was strategic for us. The POTS was tactical. We had that today. Now, we named our plan in 2001 this Levi Strauss plan. And the reason is Levi Strauss was an entrepreneur here in California, in the Bay Area, and he sold equipment to miners in the California gold rush and made lots and lots of money. He didn't make as much money as any individual miner that might have struck it rich at some great mine. But on the other hand, he sold stuff to all the miners, whether they struck it rich or not. And so in the end, he made more money than any of the miners that went up into the gold fields, because he sold equipment to all those people, whether they were successful or not. And for us, the big issue that we need to be able to do in our plan is, if we're going to shift our business from narrowband to broadband at that time, it's 2000, the internet's out there, people are starting to talk about, should we move from dial-up to DSL, and how is that going to work? We needed to enable our customers on how to do that. And I'm going to talk about what we did in the immediate term to make it simple for our customers to buy our equipment and need to buy our equipment so that we could enable our broadband business. So my name is Jim Sackman. This is Focal Point. Change your business, change your life, and you have a great day.